Hello there, welcome to the October 2020 A2 Maths Pure Paper 1. Here we're looking at question 1. So find the first four terms in ascending powers of x of the binomial expansion of 1 plus 8x to the power of a half, giving each term in its simplest form. Well, let's just remind ourselves of what we get in the formula booklet first. 1 plus x to the n equals 1 plus nx plus n minus 1 over 2 x squared plus n minus 1 n minus 2 over 3 factorial x cubed. Okay, so let's start substituting in. So 1 is going to be 1, x is now going to be 8x, and n is a half. So it's going to be 1 plus a half times 8x plus a half, and then a half minus 1 will be minus a half over 2, and then it's going to be 8x squared plus a half times minus a half, and then minus another 1 from it, that will give us minus 3 over 2 over 3 factorial times 8x cubed. Okay, so let's now simplify. The first bit's going to be a half plus half times 8, which would be 4x. The next bit's going to be 0.5 times, so it's going to be minus because we have the minus in the term here. So it's going to be half times a half times another half times 8 squared. So it's going to be 0.5 times 0.5 times 0.5 times 8 squared. I'll do that all on my calculator, and I'm back at 8. So minus 8 squared. And then in this term here, it's got a double negative, so it'll be back to plus. It's got a half times 3 over 2 times 3 factorial, so the 3 and that 3 will cancel out, so I'm now down to 2 factorial, so it's a half times a half times a half times a half, so that would be 1 over 16 times 8 cubed, so 1 over 16 times 8 cubed, and that would be 32 x cubed. So there we are, that's the answer for part A. Moving now on to part B. Part B is 1 plus 8x to the power of a half. Yeah, that's our binomial expansion. Part B is explain how you could use x equals 1 over 32 in the expansion to find an approximation for root 5. There is no need to carry out this calculation. Well, let's take 1 plus 8x to the power of a half and substitute in x equals 1 over 32. So it's going to be 1 plus 8 over 32 to the power of a half. 8 over 32 simplifies to a quarter, so it's going to be 1 plus a quarter. These things are all equal to each other. Then it's going to equal 5 over 4 to the power of a half. We all know that a power of a half is effectively a square root, and then we can simplify 5 over 4 rooted to root 5 over 2. So a little conclusion now, substitute x equals 1 over 32 into the binomial expansion. And then double your answer, and then double the answer. Because we'd effectively be multiplying the root 2 onto the other side. Once you've worked out what the binomial expansion is, you multiply the 2 onto the other side and then double the answer. Okay, so there we are. That's the answer for this question here. That's the answer for question 1, 5 marks. Let's now move on to question 2.